Welcome back to Sunday Night at the TSO on the New Classical FM. I'm Kathleen Kajioka. Tonight, we're launching our summer series of one-on-one chats with musicians of the TSO. One musician at a time, we're going to get to know the artists that make the TSO tick. Have you ever wondered what it takes to get into the TSO, aside from practice, practice, practice? Have you ever wondered what else these amazing musicians get up to when they're not on stage at Roy Thompson Hall? I know I'm curious about the specific art of each chair in the orchestra, that secret special skill needed to make their part of the whole organism work best. Tonight, we'll hear from Leonie Wall. She's a member of the TSO's flute section and has also been a key player in the orchestra's online education platforms. Here's our conversation. Leonie, welcome to the show.
Thank you so much for having me.
So, when did you join the TSO?
I started in September 2004.
And you're a member of the flute section, is that correct?
Yes, that's right.
Tell us a bit about your role in the flute section.
So I'm the second flutist. In the flute section, there are four of us. There's a principal, there's an associate principal, myself, second flutist, and Camille is our piccolo player. The associate principal will play the first half of the concert. The principal will play the second half of the concert. And as second players, we say the world revolves around us.
Because you're always there?
Yeah, other people come and go. Camille will come in, play a bit of piccolo, and the principals switch around, but we just hang out. So we basically just sit and play, and it's awesome.
Wow. Well, I want to get more into the minutiae of that role in a bit, but first I'd like to hear a bit about your path to the TSO.
Sure. So I grew up in Quebec after going to a music camp with my family called CAMAC. I saw the flute there for the first time, and I don't know why, but I said I want to do that. So I got a flute for my 8th birthday, and I didn't stop. I started at the Conservatoire in Quebec. They have this amazing system of conservatoire, music conservatories. And then after that, I went to McGill. And then it was the 4th year of my bachelor's. I did an audition. There was an interim position, a 1-year position for principal flute of the Orchestra Ballet Canadien, so the ballet orchestra in Montreal. And to my absolute shock, I won.
Amazing.
So I actually played there at the same time as I finished my bachelor's degree, which was a total baptism by fire because I was 19 and I had two 50-year-old men in my section.
No way.
Yeah. So I did have to prove myself.
Yeah, did they give you some attitude when you showed up, little young you?
Well, the first rehearsal where I met the second flutist was at Nutcracker, which is, of course, very difficult. He said, wow, this year is my 25th anniversary playing Nutcracker here. That means I've been playing this since 5 years before you were born.
Oh, boy.
And this is right before we started. So anyway, but things actually worked out great. We ended up having a great time. So it was kind of a good, education, let's say.
Right. And then the TSO?
And then I went to New England Conservatory in Boston to do my master's, and I ended up just doing my first year there, and then I won the job at the TSO. So
you're a master's student dropout?
I am. I tried. I did try.
Look, you got the job. I think it's fine.
Well, I figured this was the end results that I wanted anyway, so hey.
You're very active in the TSO's music education programs. Can you tell us a bit about that?
Yes. It's actually one of the busiest parts of the Toronto Symphony right at this moment. That is because obviously we cannot be doing what we're supposed to be doing, which is playing symphonic concerts. And so we tried to think, well, what is a need that we could help with in the community? The reality shifted so fast from parents being out in the workplace and then suddenly being home, and for a lot of people trying to work from home, but also trying to take care of their kids and homeschool their kids, which obviously is quite a challenge. And I suddenly thought, hey, we could help with that. So what we've done in collaboration with the TSO Education Department, we've created different series of videos that are intended to be resources to support educators, but also parents and families. There's a TSO Sound Kids series, which shows TSO musicians explaining how their instruments work and then showing a musical activity which the kids can do at home. Some have already appeared on the Toronto Symphony website under the Education and Community section. We're also working on its Sound Advice series, which is for total beginners who find themselves with an instrument and don't know what to do with it.
That's amazing.
Yeah, usually we can't do this kind of thing because everyone is so busy. So we thought, okay, well, if nothing else can come out of this time, let's try to make something positive. Let's try to create this whole series of resources that we can use for many years into the future and that people can hopefully really appreciate.
That's fantastic.
Yeah, actually this morning our daughter's school teacher actually used one of our videos as part of their school class, which was extremely exciting for
I'm
all
sure
of
that
us.
was very fulfilling. Now,
It was fun.
I want to come back to what you normally do with the TSO, playing second flute. Now, I believe that every chair in the orchestra has a particular art that the audience and maybe even your colleagues aren't aware of. What is the secret art of second flute?
The secret art. I like that. It's true, actually. Each role is so different. So what I love about playing second flute is that you get to be a chameleon. The principals obviously play with different sounds and different styles, and that means that whoever I'm playing with, I have to adapt my sound and the way I'm playing to what they're doing, which is a challenge that I really enjoy. Playing second also means that you get to play a very wide range of repertoire. I really like having that variety.
Very cool. Thank you for that insight, and thank you for joining us. And we look forward to seeing you back on stage at Roy Thompson Hall.
Oh, me too. Thank you so much, Kathleen.
Take care.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye-bye. That was my chat with Leonie Wall, TSO Flute, who, by the way, is an avid cyclist. And we didn't get a chance to talk about this, but did you know that she also climbed Mount Kilimanjaro? Maybe another day. You can see Leonie's education videos at tso.ca/education/community. She also gives a great flute lesson at tso.ca/education/sound advice.